What's up, everybody? My name is Brandon Hunter. I'm a board-certified pediatrician and pediatric ICU doctor, and today we're going to talk about RSV by the numbers. What are your child's risk if they get the infection? So there's really two ways to look at this. So from my perspective, there's a public health side and a personal side. So from the public health side, 100% RSV is the worst. It's the cause of 2.1 million outpatient visits per year. 50 to 80,000 kids are hospitalized with the infection yearly. And if you are a child who is being admitted to the hospital for respiratory failure, it's basically a 1 in 3 chance that RSV is the reason that you're there. So really, no matter how you slice it, the data is clear that RSV is basically a menace on society, and I hate it. As a pediatric ICU person, every winter during RSV season, the unit goes crazy, the kids with bronchiolitis come in, they're sick, it's horrible for them, it's horrible for their families, and I hate it. Okay, and all that stuff is very true. But there are some times when, say, a parent finds out that their child has RSV, and I want them to know that, the risk to your child individually is still pretty low. So the data suggests that if a child has a diagnosis of RSV, the likelihood that that infection is going to get so bad that they end up in the hospital, it's pretty low, about 2%. And then even among the kids who are sick enough to get in the hospital, the percentage that will have to come to me in the intensive care unit and potentially need mechanical ventilation, it's only 2 or 3% of them. And then finally, what I think most parents are of course very worried about and often, won't say, is what is the likelihood that my child could die from RSV? And thankfully, this is a very low number. So it's only 1 to 300 reported cases per year. And most of these children have comorbidities like prematurity, chronic lung disease, or immunodeficiency. So that's the data from two perspectives. The only other point I want to make that, sometimes doesn't get mentioned is there's an interesting connection with asthma that we don't really know about. So there's data to suggest that if you are an infant who has a moderate or severe case of RSV bronchiolitis, there's basically a 3-fold increased risk that eventually you will develop asthma. So what we don't know is this a cause and effect relationship or not? Because it might be that kids who are more likely to get moderate or severe RSV cases are the same ones who are more likely to develop asthma, but it may also be the case that there's something causes it, where if you get this infection, it could lead to asthma down the road. So I'll do one more video where we talk about the RSV immunization specifically, but my hope is that this look at the data will at least help parents understand why it might be a good idea to get the immunization and how it will help children in this country do better and be healthier.